Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the 5-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis, and a lot of buzz with this one. Extra buzz, Charles, because the Dolphins trying to become the first team ever to win the Lombardi Trophy inside their home stadium.
And it looked like the Vikings had a heck of a chance a couple of seasons ago, didn't it? They were rolling in the playoffs, possibly could have gotten there, came up just a little bit short. A number of teams have had that chance over the years. Detroit, they've had the Super Bowl in their stadium. I guess the closest we've had was when San Francisco won it in Palo Alto in Stanford Stadium just down the road. But the Dolphins' last Super Bowl trip was 1985. A loss to those Niners, ironically enough, in Super Bowl 19. Where? Stanford Stadium. They've won it twice, but you have to go back to Super Bowl 7 and 8. 1973, 1974. Hard to believe that proud franchise hasn't won one since.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the 7th time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their 6th title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, it's Rosen. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kalen Ballage there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now it's Breida. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
13. Hey, Foxtrot. 52's the mic right here, right? 52's the mic.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line.
21. Hey, gun. 52. I got this. Off the road. Hey, Mike 52.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
Here we go.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Small. Check 52 to Mike. 3 bud. Mike 52. 2.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I got you. I got you.
And now it's Rosen looking. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And we'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The play fake to Balaj, now Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get there. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Hey, Echo. Switch. 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Balaj. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. D4. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and long here for Rosen. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 24, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Byron Jones.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
12, fellas, here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo taking a shot for... He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
11.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 20. Cut. Hey, gun. 552. They can't hang with us. 11. Hey, Alpha. 10.
Garoppolo again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. And complete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On first down, it's Rosen. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's going to fire this thing deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Rosen to throw again. It's complete to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They run it with Balaj. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And a completion to Wilson. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Breida. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Dolphins take over. Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Let's go. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They run again with Breida. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 65, 65.
Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Ballage. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second in inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
The throw over the middle taken in. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rosen on first and 10. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And the 49er first down.
Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Rosen will throw. Going deep here for Parker. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield. 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up on a former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Balaj. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Well, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw is Rosen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Let's go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there. Right there. 54.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. Brought in over the middle by Grant. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. And the Lombardi Trophy has a home in South Florida. The Miami Dolphins are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible.